Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today for Shop Talk series, we are going to learn how to make planner stickers. This has been my #1 most requested video for this series, and today I'm going ahead and bringing it to you guys. Today I'm going to do what I call a win-win. You guys have been requesting a certain size to come into my shop, and I get to show you guys how I created. So I get a win-win out of it. I get like a sticker kit out of it, and I get a video out of it. So if you guys are interested, today I'm going to show you how I make a calendar sticker kit for the Happy Planner. So grab your planners, grab your writing tools, grab some rulers, and follow along. Alright, for this part, we're going to get into measuring out what specific sticker you want to create. For me, I'm going to do the Happy Planner calendar. You can use this technique with any planner. It does not have to be a Happy Planner. Just grab the planner you want. I'm grabbing a Happy Planner because I've been requested to make Happy Planner calendars because my stickers do not fit the Happy Planner calendar layout because it is different from an Erin Condren, which is what I reference all my stickers with. However, this planner is 7x9, so my stickers do fit in it, just not the calendar. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is create the stickers for you so you can see my process. So like that, if you want to create stickers for any planner, it can be A6, B6, 7x9, 8.5x11, you will at least have a reference of how I create it. So I grab the planner that I want to reference and create stickers for. Grab a ruler. The oldest trick is that you grab a ruler. There are no shortcuts in creating stickers. You need to measure out your planner. You cannot expect someone to give you measurements because for many reasons. One, they might not measure the same way you do. The sizes may be completely different, or they might not use, you know, like line to line measurements. I know for me, I kind of use a ballpark around it. I don't like them side by side. Some people do. So when you start creating stickers, make sure you just do it, you know, from scratch on your own terms with your own measurements, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to find measurements online just because someone's willing to do it for you. So just grab a ruler. It doesn't take much. I'm going to use an Erin Condren one because this thing is massive. I love it. I'll link it down below if you're interested. And then I will use this like basic Westcott Amazon ruler because you get really in there. Sometimes I like to use the centimeters and then convert those into inches, or if I'm feeling a little sassy and like very bold, I'll go ahead and use the inches, even though I would have to go and look up how to read a ruler. That's the thing about me. I don't know how to read rulers. I just pull it up on my phone and then go based off on that, and half of the time they're fractions, so then you have to convert that. So I like to use centimeters because then all you have to do is go on Google and convert it to inches and then plug those numbers in. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and use. 2 rulers, a pencil, and then somewhere to jot down your measurements. I'm gonna go ahead and use this 2021 The Planner. It's a simple scheduler that I got off of Amazon, and I just put these when I ever make a new sticker. I go ahead and plug them in here. So if I make a new sticker, where are they at? I put them the day that I created them, and then it just kind of gives me like a little journey of like what I've been creating through the year. So I'm gonna probably plug some of those numbers on the day that I'm creating them. So that is it. And then your phone, in case you don't know how to read ruler and in case you need to convert them. So this is going to be part 1 of 2 because this is where you got to get physical with your planners, get up in there to get the right measurements that you want. And then second is putting it into your studio, your design space, and creating everything based on what you received here. So let's get right into it. You guys wanted the calendar, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get right into the calendar. Now, since I don't actually need this planner to be in my way, since these are removable, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Remove them. Now with the Erin Condren, it's kind of a little bit difficult, but if you got it laying around, then might as well. And then these are two different textures. This is more cardstock, this is more paper, because this is a dashboard. So, you know, everything can vary. And in my opinion, I feel like the left side, this side of the planner, always is taller or shorter than this paper when I'm doing my stickers. For some strange reason, it might just be my eyesight. But honestly, I always find that kind of like the thing. So, what am I gonna do? Take this big old ruler. We'll flip it to centimeters. And I'm gonna go ahead and lay it right here. Let's move all that stuff. Make sure you got space to work with, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Because apparently some people just want the easy road and not measure anything and know how to create stickers, and it's like, no. Every sticker creator does measurements. Trust me. I'm letting you know. This is how it starts. So I want my stickers to start at the edge and end here at this edge. So that is what I'm going to create. I'm not going to start it for where the hole punch is at. I don't like that. And I'm not going to bring the sticker all the way to the end because I don't like that either. So this is why I say doing your own measurements is the only way to get stickers you like. So yeah. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this. Now, the one reason why I like this Erin Condren ruler, let's see if it'll focus, is because those lines, you can see them on the paper, and even this little edge measurement, you can see it on paper. So this is why I love this. Now, my battery's about to die, so let me swap batteries out before I begin. Okay, hopefully this small battery charge will get me through this video. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and lay this down here. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. Now, I'm thinking if I want to be a proud little mean girl and not share my measurements with you, but who cares at the end of the day? Making stickers is always a tribulation. So, I'm going to get in there because I need my face to be like in there. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys even more. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'll pop my head in here real quick. Okay, from the looks of it, it looks like 16 centimeters across. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this little bad baby up. I'm gonna use this little notebook. I'm gonna put 16 centimeters across. And then I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna get in there again, like my head on there. So it looks like 3 going up. So going this way, it looks like 3 centimeters. However, I do not want to hit that page edge. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is decrease this by 5, like 0.05. So I'm going to put this as centimeters. Just so I know I don't hit that edge, at least when I'm creating them. So that is just one part of the measurements that I do. The second one is having the dates, okay, or the days. So you see how this has a border of like how far up the date is? In order to do a calendar sticker, I need to make sure that I can add like that block of days up there so you guys can tell what day it is. So I need to measure how up here I can go in order to include that in my kit. So that's the next measurement I'm gonna do. So since I already know it's 16 across, I'm gonna go ahead and measure how tall the day is going up, like the font. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little ruler down again. And I'm gonna put my head all the way in there so I can see. So for this, I must say it's about 0.06 centimeters tall. If I'm looking at my inches, that is what, a quarter inch? I think that is how you read a ruler. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. That's what I'm saying. Do not take the measurements from a video too seriously because we do not measure the same. Your rulers might read something different. Just as an FYI. So that is the first page done for this side. Now down here I can do the same. All I have to measure here is the width or the height going down, since we already know this is 16. So for that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, and I'm gonna make sure to stay off the edge of the paper right here. Sorry if I'm not in focus or in camera, just because measuring requires your whole head to be on top. So about the same, about 0.06 in height as well to reach the bottom here. So I'm just gonna take it as is and not worry too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. So that is how I measured this page. Let's focus on this, because this one is completely different from this, I'm guessing. Or it might be exactly the same, but you gotta understand that this one has a border over here. So from Sunday to Tuesday, so if I go from here to here, it looks like about 12 centimeters. And then I'm guessing the height is the same, since both pages should be equally the same. Yeah. Both pages are equally the same, so I'm going to go ahead and put that the height is going to be 2.95 centimeters. So now that I have my measurements down, let's go into the computer and deal with that part, because that part is going to consist of converting these into inches, because I think in my Silhouette studio space it works with inches. I'm not sure if you can change that, but mine does. So I am going to go ahead and Google the conversions for this, plug them all in, and we're going to get onto part 2, because that is all screen recorded. Alright, you guys, we are now in part 2 of how to create stickers for your planner. Now, as you guys can see my entire screen over here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is just open Silhouette Studio app, because this is where I will be working with creating stickers. Now, I have the business edition, because I have to run multiple machines, because I am a shop owner, and for that you do need a higher studio system program in order to do so. Anywho, here is what my Silhouette Studio looks like. Very plain, there's nothing to it, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go run over here to this page margin setup, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the registration mark and add the registration marks onto it. But all I did was move the inset from the middle all the way to the end, so I can get the most out of my sticker paper. So these are going to be the margins where you don't want to overdo. Like, this is where most of your stickers are going to have to lie, because everything else won't cut. Like, the machine just won't register them. So just be aware that this is going to be your default area of where you can create stickers. Now, of course, you can go ahead and always put your print borders and your cut borders. I don't like using them just because they're not my cup of tea. And then over here you guys can see that the machine is set for portrait, and the portrait's an 8x12, but I kind of fixed it because mine was doing 8.5x12 and my sticker size paper is 8.5x11. So just make sure this is correct, because sometimes your paper might just not be read properly because of these within height. So just as an FYI. Anyway, now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and start making our stickers. So it's pretty simple. All you're doing is dealing with shapes. So shapes is pretty easy. Just go over here and you just need a rectangle. Go ahead and make one. It doesn't really matter. You don't need the width of it real soon. You're gonna come over here and we're gonna go into this transform panel, and all of this is just gonna tell you like if you want to align it, if you want to scale it, and what we want to do is we're gonna scale it to the measurements that we just did for any planner that you just measured. So of course, now that all my centimeters have been converted into inches, because I did go back in and remeasure everything because I didn't trust the measurements that I was doing on camera, just because it wasn't like, right in my face. I went ahead and remeasured it, and that converted to 6.260. And then for the height, and we're dealing with the right page right now, it was 1.161. Now, like I said, do not take my measurements as, you know, true to what the planner is. I might not be measuring it correctly. I might just be off. So just know that the best way to get your sticker measurements if you do it on your own. So we're just going to apply it, and then it just gives you this entire square right over here, and this is going to be the top washi. So the top washi, as you guys can see, has a red border. Now you want the red border because that is going to be your cutting point of view. So anything you actually want kiss cut, you leave the red border on. If you don't want a certain area kiss cut, you change that color, okay? Just letting you guys know. So now that we have this, all you have to do really, if you're looking for digital paper, I'm gonna go to Etsy real quick, and all you have to do is type in digital paper, and then you can buy whatever digital paper makes you happy. This is the easiest way. Etsy has tons of them. Just watch out for licenses, because if you want to use someone's digital paper, you have to pay for the license if you're going to sell it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and click on the cursor, because if I don't, I'm going to be making so many squares everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and go into my library. Now I do have my patterns right over here, so the one that I'm going to choose is the one I will be using for March. So I'm going to make sure that that box is clicked, and I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, add my March digital paper. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and select this color palette, and I'm going to go to fill in pattern in the advanced options, and I'm just going to scale it to how big I want the pattern to look. I think, you know, just zooming in is great. It doesn't really matter to me. And there we go, we have the top washi. However, this is not the full product. What we're gonna do now is gonna go ahead and make the dimensions for the date covers. So as you guys saw, when I was measuring out my Happy Planner stickers, I was going ahead and measuring how tall it should be in order to have my date covers, you know, in there. So for that, it ended up measuring out. Now I'm pretty sure there's faster ways to putting these commands in, but I'm just gonna do it the old school way. It's gonna be the same width, because it's gonna be the same length of this washi, so it's gonna be 6.260, and then the height is gonna be 236, and then I'm gonna apply it, and that is gonna be where the date covers are gonna go. And then since I don't want this to be cut, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in with the March colors. So the March colors are this nice beautiful green, and I'm gonna change the border to green too, because when I do that, it's no longer gonna be a cut border, it's just gonna be a border within my sticker. So then all I'm gonna do is put it in there, make sure they're aligned and at the bottom of each other, and I'm gonna connect them. And now I have my little slate for my date covers. So hopefully that is easy enough for you guys to follow. And to make things quicker as well, I'm gonna go ahead and just make the bottom washi as well. Same way I did it. Just gonna go ahead and put the actual measurements that I have. So 6260 by 236. So this is all for the right page, okay? This is going to be for the right page. Now since this is bottom washi, I'm gonna want this to be cut, so the only thing I'm gonna fill in is the inside, and I'm not going to change the border color because I need this to be red, because this is what I want kiss cut as well. So now that we have the bottom washi and top washi, now we have to go ahead and put the date covers on here. So let's get right into it. Simple thing, you're just going to go ahead and type in whatever you want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put Happy Planner. It says Wednesday is the start, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Wednesday. Pretty simple, just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and change it to white because that is what I wanted, and I don't want the words to be cut, so I'm changing the border to white as well. Now you can't see it really right now, but you're gonna be able to. And I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, nice and pretty. And I'm just gonna scale it down all the way down here, right there. You see that? It's beautiful. You can use any font that you want, it does not matter. However, something that I did forget to tell you guys is that you had to measure the width of the box, so like that you guys can really see how far apart these covers are. And for that, it was 4 centimeters. So 4 centimeters converted into inches was 1.574. And I'm just gonna apply that. All I'm gonna do is put this one and the big border next to each other, just like that. And I'm gonna use this little buddy to help me align these days. So all I'm gonna do is align Wednesday with that, just like that. And then I'm gonna do this 4 times. So let me see, I'm gonna go ahead and scoot this one over 4 times. So 2, 3, and 4. So now all I have to do is go ahead and write Thursday. Make sure I change the color to white. You can do it to any color that you wish, as long as you're changing the borders to, you know, whatever is it that you want. So all I have to do is make sure that it fits in there. Now, if you want it to be the same size, you can just go ahead and put it over, you know, Wednesday and match up the day word of it, and then you'll be able to see that, you know, they correlate. So then again, I'm gonna center these because that's the easiest way to get these words centered, in my opinion. I'm gonna do Friday, and I'm gonna repeat this until I reach Saturday. Beautiful. So now you kind of don't need this border. This was just to, you know, help you, you know, look at it. So now all that you want to do is really just make sure these guys are like, you know, leveled at the same angle. Beautiful. And then all you're really gonna do is attach them, or if you want them to be spaced more, you can do that, but I'm gonna leave it as is, and then I'm gonna attach them with this attach button. Is group select, and that is it. So now that you have this there, you can now, what I like to do, since I really don't really trust that a measurement, you know, is just for reference, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all these words, select the big border, and then center those as well, and that should probably give me the most accurate lineage to my date covers. So there we go. We have the top washi and the bottom washi for the right page, and all we're gonna do is the same thing all over again for the left page. Now the left page is washi is much smaller than this, so we are gonna have to go ahead and repeat the steps. So grab your shape tool, make a shape, come over here, change it, and my measurements from centimeters to inches was 4.724, and it'll be the same height, 1.161. So that's the only thing that didn't change. It's just the length that actually changed over here, or the width. So like I said, I want this border to be cut, so I'm not changing the color of it, but all I'm going to go ahead and do is now enter the graphic that I want. You can enter any graphic, it doesn't really matter. Like this one was for January, so you can put my January one. This one was from last year's April. This one was for February, and we have March on here. So it doesn't really matter which one you use, they'll change. All you need to do is go to the paint palette, go to the fill pattern, and then do the advanced options, and then just scale your art however you want. I try to make it as the same as this one, so eyeball it if anything, and that's it. So that is all I'm gonna do for that. And like I said, next we're just gonna add in the date cover plates right here, and for that you just need another little washi strip, and we're gonna go ahead and enter those measurements. It's exactly the same as this one. The only thing that the width is gonna be different. The width for that one is gonna be 4.724, and this is gonna be by 0.236. Apply it. Now since I don't want this to be cut, I am changing the fill and the outline to the green. So this is the most important part when it comes to cutting, because this is what tells you what you're going to cut and not cut, in my opinion. So put that up there real quick, align them with this aligning tool, set it to the far left, and then make sure they're both sitting at the same angle. So there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and add our font again. So from this one we're gonna do Sunday to Tuesday, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Sunday. Beautiful. That is done with. You can get rid of your reference borders, and then you can connect all of your words by hitting down the shift and clicking on each one and then grouping them together with this little tab over here. And then after that, since I want these words to be centered with the washi, I'm gonna go ahead and center it with the washi because I feel like that's the most accurate that it'll give me. And there we go, we have our date covers on our calendar. Now we just need the bottom washi, which is super quick as well. Make your little border here, change the width and the height. So the width for the left page is 4.724, and then the height is 236, same as this one up here. We're only changing the length. Now since I do want this one to be cut, I'm gonna leave the red border in and I'm just gonna fill it in with green. So now we have both of our top washies and bottom washies. Now that we have that, we have our calendar. All you have to do now is put in your month script. If you can put it inside, you can put it on the outside, and if you want date dots. Now for date dots, you have two options, or however you like it. You can make squares, you can make circles, however you please. I usually make circles like that. You know, you want that one to be cut, so you leave the border there, and then all you do is put in a number, change the color. I usually like my date dots to be black, so we change it to black, and then all you do is really just fill it in, like in here, just like that, and then group them, and then you have your date dots. And you just have to do that for all of the days. Now, since I have my base already set up, I'm just going to copy and paste it for my other ones. But this is how you usually do it. So when I'm creating my sticker sheet, I like to align everything to the left just so I know like it's a proper border over here. Now that you have your kiss cut lines, because they're in a red border, you're going to want to go ahead and make your sheet border. So this is going to be the sticker sheet that is going to be pulled like deep cut, so you can rip it off the sticker paper. Now for that, you do want to go ahead and make a square, and I like to be very close to it. Like I want to make sure I'm not wasting too much sticker paper. Like I just want to make sure that it, you know, it's close enough, but it still gives you enough space for whatever is it that you need. I'm just gonna go ahead and align it really nice in there. So that's gonna be my border right here. However, I don't want the red to be kiss cut for my border, okay? That's the one thing. So I'm gonna change this color, and I usually choose like the ugliest color in the planet, which is brown, because I know that I'm not going to use brown in any of my designs. I'm not going to use it in wordings. I'm not going to use it as like graphic pattern or a solid color in my stickers. So I make that my border, because when I go to the cut lines, I can change the force on this to be cut differently than my red of kiss cut, okay? And by what I mean by that is that I'm going to go over here, and I don't use simple lines, because you see this, you guys? When you use simple, you get everything that you put in the graphic cut, and I don't like that. I use the line measurement over here, and right here it shows you all the colors that are within your stickers. So we're not going to cut the white, because that is going to be the words of the date cover, so you don't want that cut. You also don't want this green slate that we put for the date covers to be cut either. You want the washi, but the washi is already, you know, bordered up with red. So you're gonna leave that here. You're gonna leave that, and then as you guys can see, the red is for the borders of the washi. You see? That is what we're gonna cut. And of course you can go on the material over here and, you know, put sticker paper. However, be very mindful that all machines cut differently. My cut lines might not work with your machine. Trust me, I've had people be like, hey, I tried yours and they didn't work. That's because your machines are completely different. Some are finicky, some are completely different. Some people use blade 1, blade 2, blade 3, blade 4, blade 5. So just know that border settings for cut line is completely different per machine. But if you're interested, I use, for kiss cutting line for these babies, I use a blade of 3, a force of 5, and a speed of 9. Now the speed is just how fast you want your machine to cut. The force is how deep you want your how much pressure you want your blade, and then the blade is how far out you want the blade to stick out. And then not only that, you have to choose the tool that you're using. So since I already have my washi borders already as sticker paper, because that's what I usually put, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this brown one, because that is my border, and I don't want that to be sticker paper. I want that, usually the easiest one to do is put cardstock plain. That'll be a deep cut, but I have one called border. This is just what I went ahead and created as something that helped me cut the border of these stickers, and that is, ooh, revert honey, a blade of 3, a force of 20 at a speed of 10. So everything's always different. Just try it on your own to see if what works for your sticker paper, because sticker paper can also be very thin or very bulky, and your blades just might differ from each other. So now I have both of my cut settings different. I have my washi that is going to be kiss cut, and then I have my border line that's going to be like harder, deeper cut. Now the only thing after that I mess is with my tools. Now this is very important because some of you might be using automatic blades, or you guys might be using ratchet blades, which is what I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the ratchet blade, and that's because these ratchet blades, I manually go ahead and make sure that they're a blade of 3. Automatic blades, they just do this kind of performance on their own. I think it makes too much ruckus and I don't care for it. But yeah, then you're gonna go ahead and click on whatever machine you have and send it through with the send button. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and put your names here, all you have to really do is go ahead. I'm gonna put March. I'm gonna change this to the green color. Now when you put it up here, it doesn't look very nice, does it? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and I'm gonna offset it. So I'm gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna offset it. And what that does is just give you this border, this bubble border over it. And then you can make it smaller in distance, meaning this is just going to come down, 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 and make it close. However, as you guys can see, the further the bubbles go away from each, the more of holes that you get within your words. So I like having those little indentations in my words. It's different for every shop, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and press apply. And as you guys can see, the bubble border is green. Now you can leave it green, but I usually like to change that border to white because I use it as a fill. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect it, and what I mean by fill is that once you bring it up, it gives you a white fill background. So like that, your March word or calendar word can really just pop. Or let's say you want it on the side over here, which was what I would do since since my sticker sheet will have like this big blank situation going on there, I wouldn't really like it. Now the only difference from putting it here and here is that with the bubble marker, if I'm going to put it within the washi, I don't want my machine to cut my word. However, if I put it over here, I want my bubble to be kiss cut, so I would change that to red, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attach it again. I would want that red because I would want this word to be actually kiss cut out of the sticker kit. And then all I would do is put my branding here because it gives me space for branding. And of course, if you do add your date dots, you just give an extra border here. So that is how it's gonna be done. If I press send, you guys can see, I'm gonna move these over here because same type of red, but as you guys can see, my washi's kiss cut, my bottom washi's kiss cut, and then my word of the month is also kiss cut. So I'm gonna print and cut my design with my fonts and everything because I'm not gonna show you that. Those are my secrets that I'm keeping to myself, and we're gonna catch you when I'm testing the stickers out. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit. It's a little long process, especially when I have to walk you guys through it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you can do that with any sticker for any planner if you're creating washi strips and scripts. Okay, so I'll catch you once it's print and cut, and yeah. All right, you guys, so now that we have measured out our stickers, put them on Silhouette Studio or whatever design space you have, and print and cut it, here is the finished product. Now the real part comes, testing it out on your planner. So we're gonna see if all that hard work paid off or if it was just wasted time. So here we go. Here is my sticker kit. The only difference that I did here was because of how I like to sell my sticker sheets. I went ahead and just took out the March month and put it out here on the side, just because I don't know if you guys want your March sign all the way over here, centered. So I just gave you the option to stick it on there yourself. So here we go. This works. This is gonna go into my shop and it'll be up for sale, and it'll be for all the months that come forward. So let's see if our hard work paid off, or my hard work paid off. So Wednesday is on this side. Honestly, I think the hardest part is just eyeballing the dates. Oh. So one thing that I noticed right away is that it is too tall. The sticker is too tall, so I will have to go back in there and minimize it by like another centimeter, not a centimeter, but like half point. So like I said, measurements are always kind of weird. And if you also look on here, it's just a tad bit off. I'm not sure it's because I pushed it too much on this side or what, but the height is a little off, but the dates are perfect. They're like beautiful, so I'm pretty happy how that turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and test this other side out. So if that side was too tall, then I'm pretty sure this side was too tall as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. Alright, yep, so it was just a tad too tall. So I might have to bring that down to like 2.75 or 85 because I had it at 2.95. So we're going to bring it down just a bit. Now let's try the bottom washi. So the bottom washi for this one is over here. Now like I said, I didn't want to bring it all the way across. So we're just going to leave it right over here. So we have bottom washi there. And then let's do bottom washi over here. Cool. So this is how it's looking, you guys. Now, like I said, this is the only weird part over here. Now, comment down below. Would it be better to bring it all the way across and have notes there, or leave it as is? I mean, I'm just gonna have to, you know, cut this down a bit myself. But yeah, that is how it's gonna look. Because if anything, all I'm gonna do is just put this measurement over here, and we're gonna call it a day. Other than that, I think it looks great. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna put March. Let's put March. Where do I want to put March? Here? Imagine, see, that's the thing. If I can elongate it and then put March over here, that'd be great. However, since mine has like these little Disney characters, I don't know how happy planners are really. Like, are they blank there? Do they have some type of like graphic as well? So it's all a mystery. So I don't know if I want to put March up here. Here? Here? Alright, let's just put it here then. Let's just put it smack center. I think that's centered between the days. Now I do have date dots, so I'm going to see how those work. I actually made them smaller than the ones I have for my Erin Condren, just because I'm the type of person who likes smaller date dots. I don't know why. I like them very small. So, and I actually like how these look. So I might even use this. Well, I can't use this size for the Erin Condren because the stickers, these stickers won't cover the dates. I think their dates are a little bit bigger. but I love how it came out. It's just this sidebar that I'm not caring too much for. So I'm gonna lay down the rest of these date dots and I'll be right back. Okay, so date dots are down. I love how the date dots look on this planner. I think that size is like the chef's kiss right there. So this is the life of a shop owner. You never know how you want your sticker kits to look, because now looking on camera, I kind of want to elongate this and then bring this graphic all the way over. However, we have other graphics on this planner, so it kind of might look weird and I don't know how that works out. But as a sticker shop owner, the best thing you can do is ask your audience. So if you're a Happy Planner user, let me know down in the comments. Would you like this elongated, or would that just be fine because you use this column regardless? So let me know down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed my process on how to create stickers. Like always, it's trial and error. It really is. So I hope you guys try making stickers at home, whether it's on a Happy Planner or on your own planner that you have, B6, A6, A5, it doesn't matter. Try it out. You just need a ruler and some patience. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next Shop Talk Sunday series. Bye!